Magic the Gathering set. This is Modern Horizons 3, and we have a bundle here, which, as you can see, is 9 play boosters, and you get some other little goodies as well. I'm going to try and turn this ever so quietly so that the dice doesn't make too much noise. There is the back of the box. We get some nice lands there, an oversized spin down dice, the 9 boosters as mentioned before, a storage box which is always handy, and then an Alter Art Power Balance, which is it's actually one of the cards that I want from the set, so that's it's good that you get that. But again, it depends if you actually want to use it, but it's going to go in my Chaos deck for sure. So let's start opening the box. Gonna try and do this as quietly as I can. But unfortunately this plasticless packaging can be a bit noisy. I apologise if you hear me sniffling as well. I have a bit of a cold / hay fever situation going on at the moment, which I'm sure a lot of you can understand at this present season. So here is a profile of the 5 Planeswalkers mentioned in the set. I'm hoping to open either a Tamiyo or a Grist, but they're all pretty good in my opinion. And then there it shows you the Planeswalker side. So that's the creature side artwork, and that's the Planeswalker side. And then we've got some artwork of Ajani there as well, which I think is the same on the other side as well. Yeah, so it is. Let's take the lid off. So we'll start with the spin down die, which I'm not sure if that's coming out on camera very well. Might just look black, but it's it has like a green bottom with a black top. Don't think it's going to come out very well on camera. Like this side is a bit green, whereas they both look. Oh, there you go. So you can pick up the light of the green at the bottom there, where it's a bit more black there. So I'm hoping that came out well. But it's a cool dice, it's readable, so that's the main thing. We then have the 9 packs. And we have the promo pack, which is the promos and the lands. And some free recycling as well, because Wizards always likes to give us free recycling. Right. So there are the 9 boosters. I think I'm going to open this up first, or am I? Yeah, let's open it up and just have a quick look at the lands. cast a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, if the two spells have the same mana value. So yeah, I also I really like the artwork over the original artwork, so very pleased that this was a promo. For every action, a reaction. For every force, a firestorm. And then we just get some foil Eldrazi full art lands, which they're going to go in my new Eldrazi deck for sure. And then just some regular, oh wow, that one looks really nice in foil. Just some regular foil lands. And then some non-foil lands. Which, they're all pretty cool, I think. But we'll put those to one side, because this is the main attraction. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 play boosters. So let's push those to the top and open the first pack. I'm not going to go through every card for this set. Just takes a little bit too long for the video. I'll just go through the names. So we have Colossal Dread Mask, Solstice Zealot, Sarpedane Simulacrum, Unfathomable Truths, Obstinate Gargoyle, Deceptive Landscape, Grim Servant, Golden Tail Trainer. That's one of the uncommons I really wanted. Tamayo meets the Story Circle, Priest of Titania, Devourer of Destiny, or Devourer of Destiny even. 5 colourless for a 6/6 Eldrazi. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of your first upkeep, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put one of those cards back on the top of your library and exile the rest. Whenever you cast this spell, exile target permanent that's 1 or more colours. Seems very good. I've also got our first fetch, Bloodstained Mire, a non-basic land that you can tap and pay 1 life and sacrifice to search your library for a swamp or mountain card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Then we have a foil Fanged Flames with a full art Eldrazi land and a token. Not a bad pack 1. Fetch lands are always good and useful, so it's crazy to think that this set is the fetch lands aren't even that good a rare. Like, there's plenty of other cards in this set that are worth way more money. Crazy, but that's magic these days. Retrofitted Transmogrant, Evolution Witness, another great common there. Eerie Auxiliary, Blues, Furnace Hellkite, Marionette Apprentice. So another uncommon I wanted from the set, so that's really good. The Creation of Avicin, Strength of the Harvest. And then we've got our first rare, Kirik, Son of Yawgmoth. 4 black, black, black for a 2/2 Phyrexian horror minion. For each black in a cost, you may pay 2 life rather than pay that mana. Whenever you cast a black spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Kirik, and he has lifelink. We've also got a Null Drifter as well. 7 colourless mana for a 4/4 Eldrazi Elemental. When you cast this spell, draw 2 cards. It has flying, an Annihilator 1, and then an Evoker cost of 2 and a blue. And then we have a foil Eviscerator's Insight, which is another great common card. And a foil Mountain as well. So yeah, still pretty happy with those 2 packs. On to pack 3. We have a Solstice Zealot, Siege Smash, another Unfathomable Truths, Dream Drinker Vampire, Twisted Landscape, Cranial Ram, Cursed Wombat, Monstrous Vortex, Waterscape Battle Mage, Planar Genesis, Reef Worm. First rare is White of the Reliquary, black green for a 2/2 Zombie Knight with Vigilance. It gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And you can tap and sacrifice another creature, search your library for a land card, and put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Oh wow. Ugin's Labyrinth in foil. Jesus, wow, that's good. It's a non-basic land with imprint. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile a colourless card with mana value 7 or greater from your hand. Tap to add colourless. If a card is exiled with Ugin's Labyrinth, add 2 colourless instead. Return the exile card to its owner's hand. And then we have a foil Mountain again. And an art card. On to pack 4. Master's Vault as well. A non-basic land that enters tapped unless you control a swamp. You can tap it for black. Or you can pay black and tap it. Target creature you control gains Connive X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. And then we have a foil Expanding Ooze. And a regular basic land. Again, it's so crazy that this set where the medallions are actually really cheap. They're not a good hit anymore like they used to be. I have plenty of decks that can use it though, so it's always a super handy card. Horrific Assault. Rosecott Knight, might be pronouncing that wrong. Infernal Captor. Petrifying Meddler. Scurrilous Sentry. Basking Broodscale. Foreboding Landscape. Withering Chrysalis. Reckless Pyrosurfer. Trickster Elk. Rush of Inspiration. Worn Power Stone. Shilgengar, Sire of Famine. 3 black back for a 6/6 Elder Demon with flying. Sacrifice another creature and create a blood token. If you sacrificed an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. And then you can pay Orzhov Hybrid Mana 3 times and sacrifice 6 blood tokens. Return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Those creatures are vampires in addition to their other types. And then we have a foil Reefworm and a Servo token. That's the first actual token we've had, I think. Oh yeah, we've had all the Mahonal cards. Sorry, I might have been a bit loud, I apologise. We're on to pack 6 now. So we have Thraben Charm. This is another great common in my opinion. So good for Commander. Smelted Charge Bug. Tempest Harvester. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Snapping Void Craw. Bountiful Landscape. Bespoke Battle Wagon. Titan's Vanguard. Lion Umbra. Nadir's Nightblade, another common card that's really good. Shifting Woodland. It's a non-basic land that enters tapped unless you control a forest. It taps for a forest, or you can pay 2 and 2 green, and it becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate if there are only 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Fanatic of Ronus. 1 and a green for a 1/4 snake druid that you can tap to add green. good rare in my opinion, another card that you'll want a lot of copies of. And then we have Sundering Eruption in foil, which is also a modal land. And, that's a cool little art card. Three packs remain. Eldrazi Repurposer, Wingit, Void Pouncer, Deem Inferior, Dross Claw, Cyclops Superconductor, Twisted Landscape, Worm Coil Larva, Mog Mob, Boggart Trawler, Decree of Justice. Oh, I want to say that used to be a rare. Has that been downshifted? Oh, Winter Moon, another infamous card from the set. 2 mana for an artifact. Players can't untap more than one non-basic land during that untap step. Another great to stacks a piece. Retrofitted Transmogrant as the foil. And then I don't like how there should be a lot more tokens in these packs, because these are the ones you're meant to play with. They should give you the art cards in collector boosters only, I think. The whole idea is to play with these boosters, and tokens are very important, especially if you're new to the game and learning. But what do I know, eh? Foul Strike, Expel the Unworthy, Fanged Flames, Utter Insignificance, Grave Dig, Shattered Landscape, Cranial Ram, Copy Crook, Lethal Throwdown, Charitable Levy, Eldrazi Ravager, Annoyed Altiasaur. Oh wow. Flare of Denial. It's probably one of the best rares in the set. 1 blue for an instant. You may sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Counter target spell. Oh wow, and foil Branching Evolutions. The more copies of this that I have, the better. 2 and a green for an enchantment. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many are put on instead. Oh, and an Eldrazi Scion token. So, this is the last pack. I would really hope there's Mythic in here, because we've only opened 1, and it was in foil, so in theory you should get 1 Mythic per bundle. So we'll see what we pull out of here. Malevolent Rumble, Mandibular Kite, Siege Smash, Corrupted Shapeshifter, Dream Drinker, cultivation, 1 and 2 green for a sorcery. You may sacrifice a non-token green creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands. Reveal those cards, put 1 into the battlefield tapped, and the other into your hand, then shuffle. And then we've got Emperor of Bones. 1 and a green for a 2/2 skeleton noble. At the beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. You can pay 1 and a black to adapt to 2. And whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Emperor of Bones, put a creature card exiled with Emperor of Bones onto the battlefield onto your control with a finality counter on it. It gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. And then we have a foil Horrific Assault. And also a foil mountain. Again, that's quite a lot of foil mountain. So yeah, that's a bit weird. I'm just going to double check, but I only got 1 mythic. And it was in foil, so I technically didn't really get any mythics. Yeah, that's strange. But still, I think that was a very good box. I've been Foamy ASMR. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I'll see you